This video is our presentation at Entertainment Gaming Asia Inc. It's a NASDAQ listed stock trading our ticker EGT. This is a really low volume play, only 5,500 shares traded on Tuesday. And it's been a little while since we've looked at a low floater like this. But since it's sitting on such a strong support level, I think this is a chart to keep an eye on. Because even on minimal increases in volume, plays like this can move very easily. Now it works both ways. It can drop off real hard on low volume as well. So you can see even a huge day in trading volume for this is around 200,000 shares. So we'll certainly pay attention to a volume increase as the stock sits on this support point. Now since the stock bottom, the MACD is climbing upward. Histogram bars are dropping off, which isn't a great sign because we want to see this MACD break back through zero to continue this upward path, showing the chart's trying to establish a bullish trend as the candles fight to hold a bottom. So I'll look for this 12, this orange line, to bounce off the 26, the purple line, and start to move more quickly back towards zero. You see what happened last time it broke through. There was a nice share price appreciation. So in general, we're looking for the bullish trend from the MACD to continue. Coming off a bit of a PPO ADX pinch, as we always talk about, we want to see that PPO continue to trend back towards zero and break through zero. ADX is getting down very low, only registering a 13.5, similar to the point it was at last time when it bounced. Not getting a great deal from the MFI, although I will note the 7 starting to pull away from the 14 and 21, and similar as to what happened last time, I'll look for that rebound in the 7, break back up through 50, show more buying pressure as people are paying higher prices for the stock. Accumulation distribution for the last month, basically trending sideways, not getting a lot from that. Get a little bit of a different reef than shaking money flow though, which is moving down quickly, which tells me that over the last 20 periods, selling pressure is definitely outweighing buying pressure. But it's notable that these type of indicators, because of the low volume, can really whipsaw around pretty quickly. So what I mean by that is if any buying pressure did come in, we'd see that 20-day average change quickly, and the MFI would shoot directly back upward. CCI is holding an upward trend. Negative 47 tells me the current price is just below the 20-day mean. A little bit of upward pressure happening with the full stow. Well, of course, we want to see it over top of 50 to show that the bulls have control of momentum. And the TRIX, it's read pretty similar to the MACD, is holding an upward trend right now. But again, the overall trend of the chart doesn't go bullish until the TRIX breaks back above zero. RSI is turning a little bit, holding around 50, where it's still in bear chart territory. Want to see it on the upper half of that indicator to show sustained bullish momentum. And ultimately, it should be expected that the indicators are going to be in bearish positions because the chart's fallen from highs up here around $1.68 back down to this support point, which I'd put right there at $1.18. Now the stock closing at $1.21, that keeps a very close stop loss area should any negative pressure come in. And that's the essence of playing a multiple bottom chart. Into the upside, I'd first look for this 50-day moving average to serve as some dynamic resistance. Ties in with a little bit of short-term resistance as well. You can see in December, stock hasn't been able to push through that level. But from a static standpoint, I'd look up around $1.40 for the resistance to really start to stiffen up. And I'd look for a primary resistance point right up around $1.62. Historically an area of support. Certainly served as some resistance in October. And that point is just above this 200-day moving average, which is at $1.60 right now. So that's going to be a pretty substantial area of resistance should some buying pressure come into this play. That's a pretty healthy gain from a $1.21 close. And that's what we always look for in any chart, whether it's a bottom play or an uptrending chart. It's a stock on a support level that has a substantial upside to any real resistance points. So the first thing we're going to do is pay attention to the support to hold, see if some buying pressure can come in, push these indicators into bullish positions, and see where this chart goes from here. As always, merely my interpretation of the EGT chart. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.